of God. I want to talk to you because some of the Bible, according to the Bible, not according to man or anybody, according to the Bible, the only problem humanity have is lack of knowledge. Each and every one of us are ignorant in an area. I drive a lot. My Toyota Avalon that is out there, I started driving it December of last year. Actually, because the license plate of my other car expired November. So I bought this, didn't register it until January, but the dealer's plate I have on it was for 2010. So I had a dealer's plate for a month for the whole of December. So I started driving that car December 1st of 2010. It has 64,000 miles on it. But now it has 98,000 miles on it. My job takes me to a lot of areas. So I drive an average of between 32 and 35,000 miles a year. And I've been doing that now for close to 20 years of just doing a lot of driving as we go from places to place to do our job. You would think a guy who has been driving for that long will know something about jumping a car. But because I go into some areas that I can't even describe for anybody to find me, I always try to have a reliable car. I don't think I've jumped a car more than 2 or 3 times. And some of us have done it successfully by luck. I was going to jump my truck. I tried to jump the Intrepid when I wanted to give it to somebody. And I burned out 2 jumper cables. I was like, man, these cables are fake because they look cheap. So when I had to jump my truck because I've not driven it for a while, I realized that maybe I'm not doing this thing right. And I called the guy I borrowed the cable, the jumper cable from. And I said, red to red, black to black, and whatever. And then he told me to write it. But this is what he said that blew my mind. I said my battery doesn't have the indicator on it. I said, so where the negative is means that is the red. He said, no. I said, what do you mean no? I said, negative everywhere else means red. If they say your account is in the negative, that means your account is in the red, right? Yes. I said, so if negative is there, that means that's red. He said, no. He said in electricity. Am I quoting you right? Yes. He said in electricity, the negative sign does not mean that is red. He said you don't put the red on the negative, you put the red on that. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Yes, right. In English language, I mean, I just brought the accounting term to jumping car. If it's negative, that got to be red. That's right. And he said in electricity, it's not like that. I was like, wow. And I've been jumping some car by luck, and I've been burning through some cable, and I've been blaming the cable of being inferior quality. Not knowing I was the one who is ignorant of the language of the auto industry. There are things you and I think we know, oh, we're an expert on, and if we really discover, we know nothing about it. By choice, I shave my hair with a clipper almost every day. The clipper was getting dull, so I changed the mount. And then my brother and I were talking, said, oh, you can sharpen it. I said, seriously? And then so I took it to him to sharpen. And I don't know why, he just asked me, so how do you use the clipper? And I just told him, of course you use the clipper anyhow. Do it this way, do it that way. He said, no. This is how you place the clipper. You place the clipper in a way and you run it against the grain to be able to shave well. The same clipper that was so dull I wanted to throw away, last week. When I followed the instruction of what he said, of turning it the other way and shaving against the grain, it worked. In life, we can get the wisdom of God to navigate through life instead of doing it by hit and miss. But in a lot of situations, we are going by hit and miss, and we just, oh, it works for you, it might not work for me. But we want to talk today about the faithfulness of God. That when you understand how faithful God is, that is the only person who will make you a promise, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, he will keep it. Amen. God keeps himself even to the dead. If we and I understand, see, the thing is sometimes because we believe God so powerfully in an area and it disappoints us. The next time we want to believe him, we try to make a backup plan. Because, 5 years ago, I was so sure God was going to do it, and it never happened. So this time, I'm not going to put all my egg in one basket. I'm going to believe God, but in case it doesn't work, I will. So we have our escape route in case God failed. And if you are here last week, you understand the danger in that. You can deceive everybody, but you can't deceive God. I said God never gave them the increase of the 7th year harvest, because even in the 6th year they never believe he can do it. And anything you don't believe God can do, or anything you never believe God for, God will not surprise you with it. Because in life you get what you expect.
That's right.
Anything God gives you and you don't expect it, we've wasted. That's why we have all these young black athletes, unless they have good parenting and they choose to listen to their parents. You see people play professional basketball, professional football, professional this, professional that. Over their, let's say, 10-year career, they made 7, 8, 10, $20 million. 5 years after they stop playing, they're selling insurance. And you like, say, yeah, that's me. Because like, aren't you so, yeah. Yeah, can we talk about what you're here for? And it's just like, how can you make that much money and never invest it? If you don't listen to good counsel, and you never see yourself ever succeeding, it doesn't matter what you have, you will waste it. That's what happened to lottery winners. But if we seek the wisdom of God, and know that whatever God has promised us, God will do it, we can live this life confidently. This is what the enemy does. Because whatever promise God has for you is ahead of you. It's futuristic. Because the Bible says, why do we talk of faith if we already have it? Faith is about something God has promised you in the future. And if you don't have this genuine confidence that God is able, you are like the Bible says you are like a double-minded person. And a double-minded person will not receive anything of God, because it's like a wave on the sea that is tossed by, yeah, I believe God today, but tomorrow you don't. But if you and I realize how faithful God is concerning whatever he has told you, you can rest assured that, yes, it's ahead of me. He will do it. Today, let me enjoy my life. Because most of us are busy waiting for tomorrow to happen. We are wasting today. We are in a state whereby we can enjoy some things in our life, but we are refusing to enjoy because we are so worried about what will happen tomorrow. But Jesus warned you from doing that. He said, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow we have enough trouble of its own. And some of us, one of the greatest problems is that we don't understand that this Bible is historical. Do you know that when they want to talk about the birth of Jesus, they gave point in history. They gave you the name of the ruler. They gave you the name of the location. This Bible has, our Bible has more than 14,000 documented artifacts, things they've extracted from the ground and from other places that prove the validity of the Bible.